This meeting is being recorded. Health and wealth through freeing yourself from limiting beliefs. That's the topic this month that we'll work on today. Hi, I'm CiCi with wisewomanevolving.com, and welcome to March's group session. I appreciate all of you joining in, and a lot of you have sent in notes wanting to work on particular aspects that you'd like to see improvement in your life. And this month I've seen a lot of requests coming in around health issues, and also and not just physical health issues, but mental and emotional as well. There's a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety going on in the world, and different people are dealing with it differently, and some aren't dealing with it so well, and it's creating a lot of anxiety, depression, some pretty severe issues that I've seen. So we're going to throw those up on the clipboard, so to speak, of what we'll take care of today. And also a lot of requests for working on finances and abundance and career, finding your way into career, etc. So we're going to work on those two things this month for this is March 2024. I do these sessions monthly to be able to put up on YouTube, but so that whenever you find these, hopefully you'll find the benefit. The biggest key is to listening from start to finish in one sitting, following along, do your homework if there's any given, etc. Not that it's hard, but we'll focus on those things to create a better reality for ourselves, to have a better experience in life. And a lot of times you'll hear me say, if you stick around a while, how we do one thing is how we do everything. And it really is an inside job. The outer world, our outer experiences, are just an outer expression or reflection of what's going on inside. So if we are not having an experience we like, such as difficulties in relationships or health issues, uh, financial issues, etc., it's because there's something going on in here that we haven't fully addressed or dealt with or looked at. That's the biggest thing. A lot of times this stuff just wants to be seen, to be released, so that we have more room to create a better life for ourselves. Emotions come up because they want to be let go. They want to go out. They want to be released. And in speaking with a lot of my clients this month, this is really coming up. So we're going to look at this in a bigger way to hopefully find some improvement and create shifts and create change so that we can have a better experience a reality we prefer having. So it's important to recognize, first of all, you are not your body. You are not your mind. That's a hard one to get used to, because a lot of us identify with those. But we have to look at, what are we identifying with? And are we letting the identity get in the way of having a better life, a better experience? You're not your finances. You're not your career. You are not your relationships, your friendships. You're not your spouse, your if we look at other reflections, it might be family members, etc. You're not your neighbors. You are not what you are experiencing right now, believe it or not. So we have to learn to let go of the attachments to those identities that hold us back. We have to let go of the judgments, the beliefs, because everything is a belief system, and it creates unconsciously or subconsciously things that we might not really want to experience in life. We have to let go of those judgments, those attachments, those opinions about these things, so that we can begin to fix what's going on and move into creating a better life, a better reality. What would you rather not experience? What's the experience you're having right now that you would prefer not to have? Is it a health issue? Is it a long-term health issue? Or is it something more recent? Like, is it chronic or is it acute? In my practice, through transformational coaching, through health, I'm a holistic health practitioner, really. Work with basically in consciousness, a combination of Eastern and Western medicine that is consciousness based. Because when we explore consciousness, then the rest can unfold. The physical manifestations can begin to unfold and shift into something we prefer. I worked for many, many years specializing in chronic and autoimmune issues, especially MS, because that was my own battle some years ago. But I learned in working with those physiological conditions. I also worked a lot with stress and anxiety and depression and what have you, pain. But in working with those, I recognized, yes, we could create shifts, but in order to create permanent changes, and permanently, leave the doctor scratching their head, this is a miracle. I don't understand it. There is no cure for XYZ, but I can't find it in your body anymore. None of the tests, none of the scans are showing this condition that you've been seeing me for years. Nothing's showing up anymore. And that's when it's because we get to explore consciousness and learn what it is, what beliefs, what judgments, what attachments we're holding on to that are creating these physiological conditions. But not only that, things like wealth and abundance, our careers, etc. That's also an inside job. We also have to look at our limiting beliefs and learn to let go of those attachments to the identity of where we are in life. Stop accepting it's our lot in life. It doesn't have to be a lot in life. If we want something different, we can create something better, something amazing. And so that's what we're going to discover today. And we're going to touch on it a little bit anyway. So one thing that I feel is important, we have to remember we're already that divine light vibration, that divine spark that is a fractal of God. When we really begin to own that and accept that for ourselves and recognize you are the divine light, you're a little piece of God. That means you have God right within you. That means you can have any life you wish. It's all what we focus on. It's when we come to recognize that and feel it longer and stronger and more often, then we begin to own it more. And when we do that, then we operate from a totally different space. We operate from a space of possibility. And we stop limiting ourselves by our beliefs, our limiting beliefs. We need to break through those so that we can move into greater, better, more of whatever it is we'd like. What that allows us to do is tap into the frequencies of living a higher life, of living a more joy-filled, more comfortable, whether it's being comfortable in our body, our mind, our pocketbooks, our homes, our relationships, but a more comfortable life in general. The outer world begins to manifest what we would like to bring about. What we think about, we bring about. Most of the time, what we're doing is creating our reality, but from the subconscious, from the worries and fears. So we get more of what we're focusing on. And we're doing it blindly. But if we can do it very consciously, with intention, then we can choose the reality that we'd like to experience. So if it's perhaps that we'd like to have more financial security or comfort or better health in different ways, we can begin to focus on that and make it a reality because we bring it in, we attract it. The universe has no choice but to comply with whatever it is we're focusing on. So if we create in our minds that, say, I'd like to have a bigger house, but I don't want the financial strain that might come from that, right? Because a lot of us think, oh, I want the big house. Well, we get the big house and then we go, how can I afford this? So the idea is to let go of all of the worries about it and feel what it feels like to be enjoying the bigger house or the better health or being more relaxed or enjoying our jobs, enjoying our families, whatever it is you'd like to work on. Feel what it feels like to be in that better space. And that's what you'll attract. Let the universe work out how that happens. Having the bigger house does not mean having to stretch the money you currently have. It's learning to let go of those worries because that'll come. The universe will provide it. If we're focusing on enjoying having the bigger house, then we'll be able to. There won't be the financial struggle with it. We'll have the better house with the finances to take care of it in a way that we can be more relaxed and enjoy it. Because why would we want a bigger house if we're going to be stressed about it, right? That also goes for a job we enjoy doing more, or if you want to change something in your body, aches and pains, depression, change the mind, get rid of stress, the anxiety, get rid of a chronic health condition, etc. Or maybe just have an easier pregnancy. You know, what woman doesn't want that, right? Being healthier, feeling more alive, feeling more vibrant. These are all expressions of raising our frequencies. Everything operates at a particular frequency. And we could talk about that for days. There's a lot of interesting science behind that and how that works and why. But just know that every thought, every emotion, every object, etc., operates at a particular frequency. And the idea in working with frequencies to have better health, a better life, etc., is we get to go within. Yes, there's equipment out there. I actually work with some in my clinic, and I can serve my clients that way, whether you are next door or if you are across the globe. There's technology today that we utilize to be able to share those frequencies to help bring those vibrations up. But there's a way that you can do it for free too. And again, that's the inside job. We go within and find the peace that comes from knowing, recognizing we are that divine spark. It's within us. When we truly get that, we begin to operate at higher and higher frequencies and have a better experience in life. We can use this to heal. We can use this to change our financial situations. We can use this to improve our relationships, to heal our relationships. And that includes relationship to self, because that's the most important relationship there is. That's huge. I had one client that I spoke with earlier today, and she shared with me that she was able to, it was her first session actually. After that, she felt like she could climb out of this box she had been in for 70 years. And she said, I am never going back in that box. There's nothing stopping me now. It changed her whole life. Just from recognizing that she had a choice and she got to choose. And so I hope that the information that I share here can help you do that as well. An experience of more free feeling to shift the things that you'd prefer not to experience, whether it's health or wealth or anything else. That's what we're here for. I do work with clients individually as well as in groups. There's power in numbers. I do these calls once a month and record them and put them on YouTube. No matter when you find this, we're in March of 2024 right now. If you see this 10 years from now, you can still benefit because that's the intention put into it. And if you show up for yourself and you're willing to put in the work, then it will work for you. That's just how the universe works. It has to. For every action, there's a reaction, right? So for every bit of energy you put into it, you're going to get that back out, and probably in spades. I do these calls monthly, the second Tuesday of the month at noon U.S. Central Time. And anyone can join in live, or I will always put the recording up so that you can find it. The biggest key to getting the most out of these recordings is to watch it from start to finish in one sitting, because we're going to go through some work and you're going to get more that way. It's going to sink in more, and it will hold the shift in pattern. That's what we're looking to do when we do some of this work here together. And I do this to put out on YouTube, but I also offer private groups and also individual sessions where we dive deeper. We get into bigger work. This is more introductory work. It will still benefit. I've had clients with me for years who take part in these, and they're still finding benefit to it. So whether you're new to this work or you've been around it for a long time, my goal here is that you will find something that you can benefit from. So I want you to recognize the outer world is just a reflection of the inner world. Remember, it is truly an inside job. We have to go in here first. We have to be willing to explore, be willing to be in wonder. We have to be willing to be with ourselves for hopefully longer and longer. It might start as one little moment. The longer we spend time in here, a good way to access that is going out into nature. The more we can do that and recognize our power, who we truly are, then the stronger we become, the more we know it. We're not hoping for it or doubting it. We know it. And when you know that you know that you know that you know that you know, you can create anything you wish. You can heal from the inside out, no matter what it is you're looking to heal in your life. Okay, so let's start by, let's do this. Feel yourself having the experience you would prefer to experience. So right now you can ask yourself, what is it you'd like to shift? Is it an issue with teeth and gums? Is it an issue with a knee? Is it an issue with back pain? Is it an issue with anxiety and stress? Is it an issue with depression or sadness or lack of joy? Not knowing what you belong doing in the world? Is it an issue with finances or career or family? find what it is you'd like to work on. Take a deep breath and let's dive in. So now that you've chosen what you'd like to work on, and you can replay this video many times and go through this exercise for different issues, because it's a great exercise to be able to dive a little bit deeper, figure out what's going on, and learn how to let go of the attachments to what's going on. Because a lot of times we hold ourselves back just because we're attached to the idea of something and we don't even recognize that. So, what would you like to experience instead? Picture that in your mind. Take a moment. Dream big. Would you like the knee pain to go away and instead be free to move about comfortably? Would you like to have more energy, have more joy, have more ease in your finances? Remember to word this positively, because that's where we need to start focusing, is on the positive. Would you like to have the bigger house and feel happy in it? Would you like to have a job that you love going to every day, that you feel like you have purpose in and you're serving in a bigger way? Focus on that, whatever it is you'd like to experience. And ask yourself where you feel that in your body. For most of us, we'll feel that somewhere in the chest and belly area or in between. And what I want you to do now, I invite you to ask that feeling, what are you feeling that's not comfortable? Is it sadness? Is it stress or anxiety? Is it pain? Find the edges. How big is it? What does it feel like? Is it concern over where your next meal is going to come from? Because for some today in the world, that's what's happening. Where do you feel that? Is it a relationship? Allow yourself for a moment to feel how yucky all of that feels. Feel where it is, and then ask it, identify it, and ask it, what do you need? You know, a lot of times emotions, feelings, pains, aches and pains, health issues, whether minor or severe, just need to be acknowledged. It might tell you, I need to have less sugar in the diet. It might say, I need more vegetables. I need more water, hydration. Might say, I need more love. It might say, I just need out. Because a lot of these things come up because they want to leave the body, especially emotions. And so I invite you, once you understand what it needs, ask it, is there anything else you need to be let go? Are you ready to leave? If you get a no to that to that question, then you can ask, do you recognize that what you are being is not me? I am not what you are being. That recognition alone allows it, whatever it is, to be ready to leave. And then again, you can ask, are you ready to leave? And when you get that yes, thank it. It has served a purpose for you. It has served you well, even if you don't recognize it. It may be that it needed to bring your attention to something that you needed to change in your life in order to grow. And you can let it go. Sometimes it might mean opening the window. You can literally pretend in your mind's eye there's a window over where that, whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, experiencing, just open the window. Maybe a little crack, but open it all the way and let it all out. And you'll watch it just begin to drift out. It might be in little bits at first. It might just want to explode out. It might come out like bubbles or like a mist or like butterflies or darts. Who knows? But let it out. Watch it as it goes. Thank it. Send it love. I see you. I thank you. I love you. You may go now. And let some more go. And more. Keep letting it out until it's all gone. Oftentimes you'll know it's gone because you feel like, oh, that feels lighter. You can, I'm introducing this to you now, but you can pause and take as long as you need to let this go. I hold the space for you to do this as long as you need so that you can let it all out. Begin to free yourself from what's been holding you back from experiencing better health, better, more abundance, better wealth, more wealth, a better life, more joy, more happiness, more comfort in your body, in your mind, in your relationships, in your life. And you can use this exercise anytime you're experiencing discomfort of any sort, on any level. You can change it just by releasing what's being held in. There are so many other techniques that I explore with clients, and whether it's in groups or one-on-one, whatever comes up, we explore it. And it's different ways each time. You'll begin to learn these different techniques, even if all you do is follow along on the YouTube channel. And by the way, to know when more videos are posted, hit the subscribe button below the video. That'll alert you to when I do put another video out. I put these particular videos out about once a month, and then I'll put others out here and there occasionally as I grow more with the channel. This is new, and if you'd asked me even a year ago if I'd ever do YouTube, I just said no way. There's no way. I'm not big on technology. I'm not big on social media and things like that. I'm learning that it's necessary to be able to reach people who need the help. I am here to serve, and I have learned it is my life's purpose to serve, to help teach others how to heal from the inside out, how to change their lives, the experiences they have in life, how to find joy in every moment of life. I'll give you another little tip. one thing that we need to do is let go of what's holding on, what we're holding on to that happened in the past or what we think happened in the past. We need to learn to let go of the attachments to that. We need to let go of the attachments to the outcomes we want to see. Just put out there what you want and then let it go, knowing it will change. That knowing holds on to the higher frequency that then the universe has to comply. If you want to keep having the stinking thinking, then you're going to keep having the stinking thinking, because then the universe goes, okay, I'll keep giving you situations so you can still think that way. And sometimes it's hard to know how to let go of that so that we do have happier thoughts and therefore a better experience. So one way to do that is to, they say fake it till you make it, kinda, but it's really going deeper within and exploring more. Feel what it feels like to have more joy. If that's even difficult to do, just look inside your heart. Take a moment to settle the mind and drop down into the heart space and give yourself a hug. See yourself as that spark of light inside and feel what that feels like. And let that spark turn into a flame, to a great big light that just keeps shining and shining. It might come out as a little smile inside the heart, and it might come out as a big smile on your face. The more you focus there, the better life's going to get, because the more you're going to feel that joy until it's just bubbling up all the time. Some days I get up and I go, I don't know why, but I'm so excited. I just feel so excited about life. But I've spent a lot of years working on this. Not that it has to take that long. Usually it can be pretty quick, especially if we have a little bit of guidance. And the more time we spend in that space, and everybody says, oh yeah, easy for you to say, you're a happy person. But, I had to work through my own stuff too years ago. And then I think I've got it. And then something else happens and I go, oh, I thought I worked on that. I thought I cleared that. I did my work. But you know what? Life is life. It's like an onion. There are layers and layers and layers. And we might think we've cleared something and we might think we're done with it. And then it comes back and kind of slaps us in the face and we go, ick, where'd that come from? It's just another layer. And that's a little bit easier to peel away than that first one. And so we have to focus on that and remember that. And when we remember that's just another layer, we're a little less reluctant to go try and pull that away. And we're a little more willing because we recognize, you know what, just pull the Band-Aid off and let's get it over with. Because would you like to experience a little bit of yuck that drags out all the time through life and it feels like it's weighing us down? Or would you like to experience it all and just get it over with? Because that's one of the keys. Just let it go. Peel away the layers. Peel away the emotions that are trapped inside, that are holding you down, that you've come to identify with as being you, and that's not who you are. Because I'm here to tell you, you are greater than that. You are more than that. You are loved because you are love. You are just another expression of the divine source, creator. And you are a co-creator with God. Therefore, you can do anything. And if you feel like your life is in the pits, or the bottom of the mud puddle, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to hold this space to help you climb out of that. Because there's always something greater, and it's right inside of you. When you recognize that greatness is inside of you, and I know it's hard, I still sometimes look at myself and go, oh, how? You know, why am I having this experience? I'll share this with you. Last night I was cutting my grass because it's been spring here and raining. And let me tell you, it's growing fast. And so I got outside and I thought, oh, while it's cooling down, let me go ahead and run outside and cut the grass, at least in the front yard. I stepped in a hole just the wrong way, twisted my ankle, and I went down. And I thought, oh, ouch, how am I going to get up? I made my way up. I felt the pain all through the night, but I'm releasing the identifying with the pain instead of tensing up my whole body, feeling all that pain. I look down at my ankle and I go, oh, you're there. And I allow myself to feel the pain, feel what it feels like in the ankle, where it is. I'm not identifying with it. I'm not having my whole body involved. I am not my ankle. You are not your body. You are not your mind. You're not your finances. You're not your relationship. You're not your yucky experiences. You're not what you're experiencing now. You are that divine spark that is a fractal of creator, of source. And I'm here to remind you of that. And it takes a while to get that. I know. But I hold this space so that you can see that in yourself and come to know that in yourself. Because when we know that, then we can create a better life for ourselves. Better health, more abundance, better relationships, more joy. I invite you to join me each month here. I love being able to share. There's power in numbers. I invite you, if you have questions or interested in learning more, or doing more work together, you can contact my website. There's a kink right now that I'm trying to work through. I am not a tech person. And therefore, just so you know, these videos are not edited. This is just real, raw life. I don't get into all that. I don't know how, and I don't want to know how. I don't think, or at least not yet. Not right now. But because the website is down, if you need to reach out or would like to, or you're interested in learning more. By the way, I do have some free PDFs and free information that I share, and I'm happy to send to you. Reach out to me at either info@wisewomanivolving.com or my name, CiCi, CiCi, at wisewomanivolving.com. And I'm happy to share with you. I'm happy to speak with you if you're interested in working together individually or in a more focused group. But again, I invite. This is not edited. I invite you to join me here. I do this on the second Tuesday of the month, U.S. Central Time, noon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for showing up for yourself. When you show up for yourself and do this work, you are showing up for the world in a greater way, because this work has a ripple effect. And it will help your family, your close circle, your friends. You'll be nicer at the grocery store. That has a ripple effect in the community and therefore the world. And I remember there was a childhood story that my daughter had when she was growing up, and then my granddaughter. and we always loved reading this. It was Miss Rumphius. And the point of that story is always leave the world a more beautiful place than what you found it. And I know my calling is to teach and share, for people to learn their own innate intelligence for healing any circumstance, any condition. I've created major miracles in my life that way. My own health story, my own life story is unbelievable. And yet here I am, healthy, wealthy, and hopefully wiser for it. I'm still evolving. I am not evolved, but I invite you to come along for the ride and evolve along with me so that we can make this world a better place. I love you all. I thank you all. Thank you for showing up for yourselves and for the world, because that's huge. And the more we do this work, the better our lives will be and those around us as well. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, week, month until next time. I love you all. Many blessings.